everyone, it's Pebbles, and I hope everyone is having a fabulous day. Today's video is going to be a review. I have found dupes, in my opinion, for the Sigma brushes. Sigma brushes are a big rage here on YouTube. You see all the big beauty YouTubers talking about them. They have affiliates. They're affiliated with Sigma. They get commissions if you purchase from Sigma, blah, 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 blah. I have entertained the thought of purchasing some Sigma brushes, but honestly, the price point is high, and that doesn't really deter me, but I just wanted to show you something that I found that is an alternative. Now, I am going to be straight up forward with you. I do not own any Sigma brushes. So in my opinion, these are dupes because they perform really well and they look exactly like the ones that I saw on the website. Do I own the Sigma? No, so I can't do a side-by-side comparison. So I'm going to be quite honest with you. However, after using these brushes, experiencing them for several weeks, I feel confident enough that I can come up here on YouTube and tell you, hey, listen, I found something that is a lot less expensive, and if you want to try these out, definitely I would recommend them before investing in the Sigma brushes. So let's get into it. Now, these brushes I purchased on eBay, and you get 10 of them, and I think that you probably have seen these on YouTube. These are the Jessup brushes. Now, these 10, if you purchase these like this on Sigma, it's called the Sigmax Essential Kit 10 brushes, and they retail for $168. So you get 10 brushes with Sigma, the same type of brushes with the Sigma kit for $168. If you purchase these Jessups off the eBay, and I'm going to put links below to several eBay companies that sell these, you're looking at $16.99. That's what I paid for all of these brushes right here, $16.99. So I'm going to describe each brush to you. I'm going to show you a demo of me using these brushes. Excuse me, you can tell that I've been using them. They're dirty, they need to be washed. And yeah, I'm going to go into it, and hopefully you like this video and it'll be helpful. It was helpful for me. I'm like super excited and super happy with these. So if you're interested in seeing how I use these brushes and how they perform and how they compare to the Sigma brushes, please stay tuned. The first brush I'm going to show you is the flat Kabuki brush. Okay, now all of these brushes are really made well. They have a nice sturdy handle. They have a nice ferrule. The ferrule is very strong. It's not loose in any way. I've tugged at all of them. They are made very well. The brushes, the fibers themselves are so silky soft, and they're like little feathers. That's how it feels. And you get they're compact, so whatever product you're using, they perform well with it. Now, this is the flat Kabuki brush. For Sigma, this would be comparable to the F80. Now, with the F80 from Sigma, I'm not sure if the circumference is larger than this one, but this one is beautiful. I use this. Now, this one, if you go onto the Sigma website, which I have beside me, it says that the flat F80 is used for cream products such as foundation, and you can use it on the cheeks, the forehead, wherever you want. I have not used this particular brush in that fashion. I've used it to apply my blush, and you will see a video of me applying the blush. However, you can use cream blush with this, which I have, and it blends beautifully. I've used powder blush with this brush, and you can use it as an all-over foundation brush. The next brush I'm going to show you is the round Kabuki brush, and you can see that it is round and it has a dome shape. This I use for my bronzer. On Sigma, this would be comparable to the F82, and this is supposed to be used. Sigma says that the round Kabuki is used for mineral products, and I use this to contour my bronzer, apply my bronzer all over my face. I do have a video showing you this. Again, The handle is beautiful. The ferrule is sturdy. The bristles are nice and soft and compact. So you do get a lot of fibers in the brush itself. And it does apply the bronzer absolutely gorgeously. It does blend nicely. And you know, you can contour, just use it as a contour or an all over bronze. And that is what I'm currently using this brush for. Again, Sigma is saying that this is good for mineral products, so if you have a mineral foundation, you can apply it with this brush as well. The next brush is the Angled Kabuki, and I absolutely love this brush. This is comparable to the F84 with Sigma. So you can see that it is angled, and this is what I use to apply my foundation. I just find that the angled brushes just seem to get into the corners and just apply my foundation nicely and evenly, and that's my personal preference. The F84 on Sigma, their website says it's used for buffing cream blush or bronzer onto your skin. So I'm using this as a foundation brush. Any of these brushes can be used in any format that you feel comfortable using. It's not like, this is makeup, guys. It's not like it's rocket science. You can do whatever you want and however you feel comfortable with. This, Sigma is saying that this particular type of brush is used for cream blushes. I'm using it for my foundation and I love it. So it applies very nicely. Again, the same thing. The handle is beautiful. The ferrule is nice and strong, and you get a lot of fibers in the actual brush itself. And I absolutely love this. Again, this would be a dupe for the F84 with Sigma. Okay, the next brush is the flat Angled Kabuki. And this one is comparable to the F88 with Sigma. And they say that this brush is good for blending out your foundation in hard to reach areas on your face. And you can use it as a contour to contour your face as well. You can use it as a contour. I have used this one here to buff out my foundation, which you will see in the video, but it does have multiple uses. Again, it is good for a contour if you wanted to contour your face with it, but I used it just to buff out and soften out my foundation after I put the foundation with my other Angled Kabuki. So these are the two Angled Kabukis that come with the kit. This one you can see is flat, where this one has more of a rounded top, but either one is good for foundation or buffing out or contouring. So whatever your personal preference is, that's what you can do. No rules here. The last brush is the Tapered Kabuki. And this one here I did not show in my video, but typically what I use this one for is for my under eye concealer. I used a different brush in my video for that, but as you can see, I have used this quite a bit. So normally when I put my concealer on, I just use this and buff it out because it does have the nice tip. So it's great to go around your nose, around your lips. It's just absolutely beautiful, and I love this. This would be the dupe for the F86 that you see with Sigma. Sigma is saying that this is great to apply cream and liquid foundations to hard to reach areas on your face. So I use it to buff out my concealer. And again, no rules, guys. You can do whatever you want. So now Sigma does have a kit that you can just purchase these 5 brushes, and they call it the Sigmax Kabuki Kit, and it runs for $96. $96 for these 5 here with Sigma. Okay, now like I said, there will be some links linked below that you can purchase these Jessup brushes. I purchased the 10. I think that there are some vendors that do sell just the 5, so if you're interested in just getting these large brushes, you can, and I think that they retail, if I'm not mistaken, maybe $10 for the 5, but I will try to find a link that just sells the 5 if you're just interested in that. Okay. Now we're going to talk about the smaller brushes that you can use for your eyes. Okay, the first brush I'm going to show you is the Precision Flat. Now this Precision Flat on the Sigma website would be the P80, and you can see that it has the flat bristles on top. They are saying this is used to apply cream and concealer. and just like touch up, like if you have a pimple or something, just to buff out the concealer on your face. That is exactly what I use this for. I use this to buff out my concealer once I've applied it, if I'm using the small brush, which in this video I've shown you. I've applied my concealer with the small brushes, and I've used this one here just to buff out any hard edges and around my nose and stuff. So this here is the P80 with Sigma, but this is the Jessup version. Now you can see that these smaller precision brushes that you get with Jessup are a lot shorter than the face brushes. So the handles are a lot shorter. So, but this is good because I feel like you have more control with a shorter brush when it comes to your face, and you don't really need a huge long handle with these type of brushes. This is nice too because, like, you know, if you're doing this, I kind of like the smaller brushes to have longer handles. That's just my personal preference because I feel like I can just apply it a little bit better. It's almost like, you know, you're painting a canvas, which your face is a canvas. So this is the flat precision brush, which the dupe for Sigma would be the P80. The next one is the precision round, and in this video you'll see me using this to apply my concealer. What I love about this is that it's got such a tapered tip, which will get right into those inner corners or around your nose, just so that you can apply your liquid products, your concealers very accurately and precise. And this would be a dupe for the P82 with Sigma, and they say that this is good to use to apply your primer or eyeshadow. You can use it that way. Again, there's no rules on how you use these brushes. I'm just giving you examples on what you can do with these brushes, because a lot of the time you get these brushes and you're like, well, how do I use them? So this one here I'm used for my concealer, but they do say that you can put your primer or even your cream bases. Like if you have the Maybelline tattoos, you could apply the tattoos with this brush as well. So however you'd like to use it, it's up to you, your discretion, but I've used it in this video for concealer. The next brush is the precision round brush, and that's this one here. The dupe for this on Sigma would be the P82. Now what I like about this brush is that it's great for applying eyeshadow on your lid, or even just to buff it out up to your brow bone. This just packs on the shadow and applies it onto your lid beautifully. And Sigma says that this brush in their collection is good for applying eyeshadow or primer on the lid. And I do agree with that because it does have nice compact bristles. Again, the nice long handle, and it just, you know, you get a nice application with this brush. And this is the precision round brush. The next brush is that I have in this Jessup collection is the precision angled brush, and as you can see, there's the angled brush right there. You can see that it's nice and angled. Again, these are super soft. I use this to apply the product in my crease. Because of the angle, it just seems to get right into the orbital bone and just blends the eyeshadow beautifully. It again is super soft, and as you're applying your product, it blends it out at the same time. And you know, these brushes, what I love about them too, you don't have any fallout. I have washed these several times and I have not seen any of these bristles fall out. And again, this would be the dupe, would be the P84 for this brush. So that is my review and showing you the dupes that Sigma has with these. Now, just to give you some other information about these brushes. I have washed these brushes and I found that they had zero fallout. I lost zero bristles with any of these brushes. These brushes are soft, they're well made. I am like pleasantly surprised on how nice these brushes are and how well they apply product onto your face. Now, the only thing that I'm going to say is when I first received these brushes, they had a chemical smell to them. And I don't know why they did, but they were horrible. So I washed them and it took me an hour to get that smell out of my brushes. And the other thing is when you wash these brushes, they soak up a lot of soap. So use very, very little soap. I used dishwashing soap to wash my brushes and it sucked the soap in, and it took me an hour to rinse them out and try to get the soap out, because every time I would squeeze the brush, more soap would come out. So that just tells you that these are so compact, like the bristles are so compact that they hold in stuff. So when you're using these for the first time and you want to wash them with a little bit of soap and really do a good job to wash them out. But make sure you get all the soap out of them. That is the only con that I have of these brushes. Everything else is positive. So I will put links below, guys. I highly urge, if you're in the market to get good quality brushes that are super inexpensive, that are also, in my opinion, dupes for Sigma, then try out these Jessup brushes. You will not be disappointed, not at all. So anyways, I hope you guys liked this review. If you did, thumbs up. And yeah, thank you so much for watching my video, and I hope you all have a beautiful day. So I will see you all in my next video. Ciao for now.